Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing another one of my cast member story times for Walt Disney World. So this is the story of when a guest threatened to punch my leader. Okay, so for those of you that aren't caught up, I was a cast member at Walt Disney World. I still am, but I work somewhere else now. But I was working sales one day, which means I was on the registers. Which is honestly like my least favorite thing to do, just because that is when you get like the most pissed off guests, let's just say. I had this couple come in and they handed me what's called a no strings attached card. If you don't know what that is, it's like a little yellow slip of paper that cast members can give to guests if they notice that like they ruined a shirt or something like that. Like if a kid throws up on themselves, or you get like some grease on your shirt from eating, or something like that. If a cast member notices, they can give you one of those, and it's basically like a little card so that you can go and get another one for free. So they had one of those, and they told me this humongous long like sob story on how they got it. They handed it to me and I type it into the computer. We have like this policy that no matter what it is that they give you the slip for, it's only good up to $50. In this case, it was good for like a shirt, and they had like a $40 shirt with them, so it was perfect. I typed that in and took it off of their cost, and then I said to them, okay, so it's going to be $232, which that's the total after I took the money off. And the guy turns to his wife and he goes,
honey, that means we can get $232 more with the free stuff.
And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, sir, like that's not how it works, it's only good for up to $50. And he looks at me and he's like,
no, you don't understand. It says in the corner on this paper that it's good for 5 times $50.
And if you're not familiar with the sheets, there's like a little part up on top where the cast member is supposed to mark like how many people is in each party. It doesn't mean they each get one. If you were gonna give each person this slip, they each get their own, because each slip is only good up to $50. So I'm trying to explain this to the man because these slips are a little bit confusing, and he is getting more irritated and more irritated as we're talking. He thinks that I have no idea what I'm talking about. So he tells me I need to get a manager because he doesn't think that I know the policy. And I'm like, okay, no big deal, like let me go grab somebody for you. So I went and grabbed my leader and brought him over, and he explained the exact same thing. He said we can only, like the computer will only allow us to give you $50 for free. We can't change that at all. We can't put times 5, that's not how it works. You ruined one shirt, so you got one shirt for free. The man started raising his voice, saying that he has no idea what he's talking about. The cast member that gave him the slip told him that he gets $250 of free things, and he's not leaving here until he gets everything for free. And so at this point, my leader's getting a little bit irritated, of course. He just keeps stating the policy, saying, sir, we will get in a ton of trouble if we were to give you that much stuff for free. The man starts screaming, yelling, and everybody's like staring at us at this point. He's saying,
I'm not leaving here until I get a yes from you guys, until I get all this stuff. My son's gonna be so disappointed if we don't get to give him all these things.
And first of all, the free item was for his wife, so he says,
I want you to call the cast member that gave this to me. She works at the Contemporary Resort. I want you to call her and ask her what she said, because she did say this, and I want this stuff for free.
My manager said, okay. At this point, like, what else are you gonna do? He's not gonna leave. So he went to the back, which, if you know the store, it's huge, so it takes forever for him to go all the way up to his all the way over to his office and try to figure out who gave him the slip, because there's no name on it. So he has to go off of what the man said, what time they were working and stuff like that, and just try to like piece this together and figure out who gave this slip to him. So he leaves, and I'm stuck with this man for like 15 or 20 minutes. He's just calling me names, calling my manager names, and I'm just sitting here like, I'm so sorry that this is happening. He looks at me and he goes, no,
I'm not leaving until I get a yes, and you don't want to piss me off. Do you know who I am?
And I turn to him, I just look at him and I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't know who you are. And he goes,
I'm a blogger and I have a huge following. You do not want to piss me off.
And I was like, oh. He's like,
actually, I think I'm gonna blog about this right now.
He whips out his phone and starts typing. He reads it out loud to me as he's typing. He says,
magical moment turned into a disaster.
And just stares at me like he wants me to react somehow. I'm like, how am I supposed to react to this? I have no idea. Like, I just stayed silent and I was just like, reads me the whole blog post about how I'm awful, how my leader's awful, how we ruined such a great moment for them. They did something and they got a free item from a nice cast member and we're trying to take that away from them. And I just keep apologizing, sorry this is happening, sir. And he goes,
I'm not leaving here until I get a yes. If your leader comes back with anything but yes, I'm gonna punch him in his face.
and I'm like, whoa, like, what the heck? This is something else. And right when he says that, he's like,
Here, finally he's coming.
and I'm like freaking out at this point. I'm like, what do I do? Like, I really hope that he has like a good answer at this point. Like, he just said it right before my manager got here, so I couldn't run away and say something. But yeah, my manager comes back and he's like, okay, we contacted them. I found the girl. She'd never written one of those cards before. She was confused. 5 did mean how many people were in your party, but she wasn't trying to give that out to 5 people. She just forgot to write on there. Like, there's a spot that says how many items are allowed to have. She forgot to write 1. But it's pretty obvious. Our policy is that you only get 1 thing for like under. The man's like,
Well, I'm not leaving.
and he's like, well, that's okay. We're just gonna let it happen this one time. Oh, I don't know. It just really sucks when people like that get away with stuff. In my opinion, he should have been taken away from security and told to leave if he was gonna start threatening people. As he's walking out, he grabs my arm and he's like,
Thank you so much. You're doing such a good job.
and walks away. And I was just kind of like, you literally sat here and cussed me out and called me names for 15 minutes. I don't understand. But I was like, oh, no problem. You're so welcome. Like, got you. Like, I understand being confused and, like, wanting, like, actually wanting to save money. Disney World's expensive. I get that. But, like, you don't have to call people names and put them down just because you don't think that they're doing what you deserve, what you think. Especially when it comes to, like, the free items, because that's just somebody being nice to you and giving you something for free. You don't have to have that. That's not like it's a right for you. It's just, you know, it's just something nice. And then he has to go around being mean to everybody. Like, it just sucks to see that. If you're going to Disney World, please be nice to the cast members. You know, they're just trying to make your vacation as magical as possible, and it's so hard to do that when you have people yelling at you throughout the day. So if you're going, just please say thank you to a cast member. Let them know they're doing a good job, because those good moments and those good times with guests is what really outweighs the bad, and it keeps us going throughout the day. So I hope you guys enjoyed this story. I have tons more. If you're into these, please give this video a big thumbs up and let me know down in the comments what you think about this story. Thank you guys so much for watching my video, and I'll see you next time.